So I'm getting ready to drive. I'm not driving yet. I cannot answer any comments until I get back home because I'm going to be driving. I just left Walmart. It was a glorious time like always. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a good day. I haven't really had a bad day in a while. It's been very nice. I hope everybody else is having that. I know not everybody is, but just know it'll get better. It's temporary. If it's not good right now, I feel like that means things can only get better. In the words of Howard Jones, whoa, 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 things can only get better. It's the song by Howard Jones, if you did not know. And it's amazing. And it probably sounds even more amazing when I sing it, but only to me. So, I don't know if there's even anybody on here. If you hop on and off, thank you for hopping on and off at least. Thank you for taking a peek, a snippet, whatchamacallit. I don't know what you kids these days are calling it when you hop on and off lives. I was reading through comments on one of them on my way to work the other day, and they were like, lives are so addicting. And honestly, I haven't ever scrolled through YouTube lives before, but I kind of want to now. I can see how that would be addicting. It's really fascinating to me that we have come this far with technology, but where I was going with this is I just left Walmart, and I've been in retail and or customer service all my life, because even though I am a nurse, it is still customer service. Like, treat people how you want to be treated. And unless you work at that restaurant I can't ever go to, because I'll cry. Like, if I go somewhere and you're purposely mean to me, like, I'm not going to go there. So, like, for those of you who go to that one restaurant, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm sure it's hilarious and fun, but I would cry. So, like, I know on the way to Walmart, I was like, you can say whatever you want. Like, that's different. That's not the same thing. Like, there were some people making some extra sassy comments on here. The last couple of lives I've been on, there's someone that says something, and I think they think they're going to get a rise out of me, which is great. Good luck. Probably not new grad nursing me. You would have got a rise out of, but not now. But I'm definitely not going to go somewhere where they're purposely mean to me. But I do think it's funny when people think that, like, they're being so sassy and so clever, and like they're gonna hurt your feelings or something. Especially like the comments on here. Like, I appreciate comments. I appreciate interaction. There's no need to be like rude and disrespectful, but some people like feel the need to do that. And I mean, hey, I didn't delete those comments. I didn't like block them or anything. More power to you. That's what this country's about. You don't have to like what I'm saying. You don't have to like me as a person. You don't have to like this page. I hope selfishly that you do. But anyhow, let me circle back around. So with that, customer service. I've been in customer service, I feel like, all my life. Since I started my like career and working my career. I didn't start my career as a nurse. I started my career at a lovely sign shop. If you don't know what a sign shop is, it's what a lot of moms do now to make money on the side. So if you have a girlfriend or a coworker or wife that owns a Cricket, there are still sign shops out there that do this exclusively, and they'll make signs and banners and stuff like that. Anyhow, that was my first job. I was a weeder at a place like that, where you took the middles out of letters and out of designs and like inlaid one over the other, and then I got to apply them to different things, and it was a glorious job. We got to bring our dog to work. We got to wear jeans and a t-shirt. We got to listen to music at work. It was so much fun. I made a chair out of vinyl. If you ever worked at a sign shop, you know what I'm talking about. My boss is like, at some point, everybody makes a chair or something out of vinyl, because you end up with so much extra from the stuff that you pick out. So much fun. Anyhow, so from that time, McDonald's was almost my first job, fun fact. I showed up on the wrong day, they said, and then they said that I needed more paperwork, and it didn't work out, sadly, but happily, because my first job, actually, it's still pretty hard to beat. Can't bring my dog to work, but as a nurse, we do have dogs at the hospital, and they're like the best trained dogs, and they're so nice, and their handlers are so nice. Their owners, not their handlers. But anyhow, and thank you to those people who train their pets and go into the hospital and give pet therapy to our patients and to the staff, because everybody loves it. Unless you're scared to death of dogs, then you hate it. But nine out of 10 people love it. Anyhow, so I don't always have a good day. Don't get me wrong. Everyone has a bad day every now and again. But you should treat others how you want to be treated. And if you're like being like rude and mean and ugly for no reason, like just stop. Stop it. Sometimes you need the help of something or someone or medication to stop, but pretty much just treat people. I worked at a restaurant before. I've been a waitress. I've been a server, a dishwasher. I worked at Rite Aid for 8 years. It was so much fun. And I worked at a casino in the cage where you get to cash people out. That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. And then I had a lot of cameras on me at that time though, because I was in the cage and where all the money is. It's really, really fun though. And then I've been doing nursing now for 7 crazy years. I can't believe it's been 7 years because it feels like just yesterday. But in that entire time, I always try to treat people how I want to be treated. And I try to go out of my way. Like tonight, I made sure to give a compliment to an employee that probably doesn't get the recognition that they deserve. There's this lady named Jennifer, and she's always sweet to me. And she is nice no matter what. It doesn't matter, like, she'll tell me about what's going on in her life, and you can't believe sometimes what people have going on in their life and just how nice they can be despite stuff they deal with. Not necessarily her, but just like in general. Like if you ask somebody what they got going on, most people have something going on because it is hard out here right now. It is hard no matter if you're making good money, minimum wage. It is just straight hard. I don't know if it's COVID. I don't know if it's social media. I don't know what has done it, but I feel like people are not, like, everyone's struggling, and it's like really sad. So when you get good customer service, like when there's people going out of their way to be nice to you, like you should pay it forward. If you haven't seen that movie, I don't know if it's actually called Pay It Forward, and it's about like people doing deeds, and it's not necessarily that you're trying to talk the person before you, but in part of the movie, somebody gives their car away. I don't know if they were just like lending it or if the idea was like, here, take my car and keep it forever. But in the movie, they just like give this person a car because they needed a car. They didn't ask to see a driver's license. They didn't they're like, oh, you need a car? Here you go, take it. Because there was a trail of pay it forwards. And like maybe the pay it forward shouldn't be the Starbucks window, but it is always nice. Like if you're going through a drive-through somewhere, like I know I've been to Arby's, where the lady who's working at Arby's has bought my food for me. I don't know why. Like, I'm not mean or anything like that, so it's not like I don't deserve it. And I'm definitely not saying I deserve it, because I wholeheartly think I should have to pay and earn what I have or whatever. But, like, it shocks me every time because it's like a rarity. But it's weird when it happens. Like there was a trail of people at a Dairy Queen or a Starbucks where, like, I think it got up to 400 people where the person in front paid for the person behind them. And, like, that's how it should be. Like, if you know someone needs something, like, help them. I don't remember where I was going with this. Customer service. That's where I started. Pretty much the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. That's just how it all should be. And the world would be most definitely a better place. Like, it's not a terrible place by any means. Like, if you focus on the bad stuff, heck yeah, there's bad stuff that happens everywhere, all the time, every single day. Please don't focus on the bad. You will go crazy and you will not leave your house. Because the bad stuff that just happens, the stuff that I see just barely trickle through. Like, I don't watch the news anymore because 99% of it is bad. I get all my news from my coworkers, from my husband, from my kids, and on Facebook or social media, or like I happen to read through my Google stories for a second, click on something that interests me. Like, I don't watch the news though, because it's just there's just a lot of scary stuff. So focus on the good things is what I'm going to suggest, because I would never tell anyone what to do. I just like to talk a lot. And none of these are things that I am telling anyone to do. But I do think that if you want to be treated nicely, that you should most certainly treat others nicely. And there's like all my coworkers on my unit actually got the Daisy Award. I feel like because we're the mom.com, and it's like a really prestigious nursing award, and you like go above and beyond and out of your way, like more so you're already trying to care for someone who is not functioning at 100% or whatever their 100% level is, and like going above and beyond that, like our unit was recognized. It was so nice, and it's so nice to have good coworkers, because not everyone has that either. So when you have good stuff going on, even if it's just something small, focus on that small thing. I can't remember other than customer service where I was going with this. I'm almost to my house. I got on some kind of soapbox about customer service. It makes me feel good when people are nice. There was, I went out to lunch with my friend last Tuesday, I think it was, and I was being my talkative, crazy self, and probably embarrassing my coworker who met me for lunch, because I was like complimentary, super, super complimentary to the wait staff. I was like, your guys' food is always the best, the customer service is great, like, I love coming here because you guys are so nice. And she was like, that person was about to explode because you made them feel so good. And I was like, well, good. Should make them feel good. If you can make somebody feel good, you should. Hi, dude. Hi, and Nomi Escobar. I don't know that I support Trump or Biden. I feel like everyone has a choice. That's what I'm going to say on that. I feel like it is what it is. You pick one or the other, and there's always that write-in. You can write somebody in. I don't know who we would write in. Everybody would have to write in. Somebody put, do you support Trump or Biden? And I'm trying to figure out how to, I'm not trying to be annoyingly politically correct, but in my video on the way to Walmart, I was like, agree to disagree. If we can't agree, because someone was like, can I do a live with you? Heck yeah, I want to do a live with people. That's the whole point of this. And I don't know. I don't really like, you got a couple choices. If you're in the US and you're voting, you got to pick one. Or if you're not going to pick one, then you probably shouldn't complain if you're not going to vote. Like, at least do your part and vote. And then, yeah, then we go from there. And then if you're not about making some change happen on your own, then probably don't fuss about it. You just kind of, if I had the answers, I could be a politician, but I don't got the answers. Although I could talk somebody's ear off and probably not give you an answer to the question that you asked me. So maybe I would be a good politician. I don't know. You hear that, Republicans and Democrats and liberals and Green parties out there? I could be the next politician because I talk so much. And I probably wouldn't be able to give a straight answer without focused medicine. So there's that. It is getting dark. You can barely see my face. It looks lighter outside, though. It's so pretty outside. Anyhow. All right, those of you who hopped on, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. If you hopped on, I appreciate you. The one who's on right now. Thank you. You have a good night.